I may be wearing a wife beater, and you're right, I'm about to beat something into your skull right now. I'm going to beat into your skull how to comp a property. How do you determine the value of a house? But not just that, how do you comp for free? Yeah, not using any money. How do you do it with free software? Let me show you right now. Sorry, I had to get my pirate hat and I had to get my dog. Okay, let's comp. This house here in Dallas, Texas. This exact house, check out this house. It's your average 1,500 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Dallas, Texas. What is it worth? Whether you're trying to buy this property as a real estate investment or you're trying to wholesale it, how much should you pay? Hey, Soup, how much should you pay? Yes, it depends. You need to comp the property. So we ended up getting this property under contract at $190,000 cash money. We offered $190,000 and we got the property under contract, and then we sold it for more money. Guess how much money we sold it for? We sold it for a whopping, are you ready? 193,000. Yeah. We only made $3,000. Not every wholesale deal is going to be a big win. And if you're a little bit confused, Max, what are you talking about? What's this whole wholesale thing? Why are you wearing a pirate hat? Well, one, you should join my free Discord community. The link is down below. It's in the description. Join the wholesalers, the crew of pirates who teach you how to wholesale and invest in real estate. But wholesaling is pretty much finding a really good real estate deal and then assigning that deal to an investor, and you get paid a spread. Sometimes, yeah, you may only make $3,000, but oftentimes you'll make 5, 10, maybe even 20 or 30 or 40 or $50,000. But it all starts with you finding a good deal and getting it under contract at a good deal, buying it cheap. But what is cheap? What is cheap? Yes, like Soup said, you have to comp. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to comp, how to figure out the value of a home for free. You ready? Here we go. Oh, and I'm going to use this example, this property right here, a real life example. Guys, I ain't BSing. I'm not one of those gurus who just fake this wholesaling stuff. We do this in real life every single day. So if you're in Dallas, Texas, we're hiring. Join my company. Join our company. We love you. We want to work with you. So what you want to do is go to propwire.com. I'm not sponsored by them. I wish I was, but hey, big plug to propwire.com. It's pretty good for a free software. And what you want to do is locate the house. So our house in question is here, right here. It's the exact same house. And now you want to look for comparables. Now let me make one thing clear. There's different types of comping. What is your objective? If your objective is to just figure out the current value of the house, then you want to look for homes that are very similar to this house. Same bedroom, same bathroom, same square footage, same lot size, same year built, and then see what those houses sold for. Very obvious, right? And then you sort of see what the other properties sold for that are just like it, and that will tell you what the current value of this home is. But if you're wholesaling or you're investing, you want to do things a little bit differently if you're looking at fixer-uppers. A lot of the properties that you are going to get low cash offers on, these are homes that the end buyer, the investor, is going to want to get and fix up. They may look like this. They may look awful. People have passed away in this house, I'm sure. Look how awful it is. That beam probably fell on someone's head. Hey, night, night, you're dead, right? This property's awful. But someone's going to buy this property and then fix it up and turn it into something all gray. You know how fixer and flippers do everything gray? I bet you we can find a gray property, guys. There's always gray properties. Hold on. Let me find one. I know there's one. There, I bet you this one's great. Yep, there you go. It's great. They paint the outside white, they make the inside gray, and then they sell the house. So there's two different types of comping. We can comp for current value, or we can comp for what the value of the property is going to be after we fix and flip it. And then based off of that, we write an offer that's lower. Does that make sense? And that's the beauty of comping. There's different ways to comp based off of what our goal is. This property that we made $3,000 on, we sold this to a fix and flipper. He's going to go in and fix up his house. So in this example, in this video, let's comp for a fix and flip. If you know how to comp for a fix and flip, then you honestly know how to comp for just what the current value is. Fix and flip is harder. So let me show you. Head back over to PropWire. What we're going to do, everybody, this is great. What we're going to do is we want to look for homes around the same area. I would say within half a mile. If you're out in the country, sure, do 1, 2, 3 miles, but look within half a mile. Again, this is the same thing if you're looking at current value, but stay in the same neighborhood. I would not cross this major street here. I would stay in here. Why? The house is right here. The house is right there. So we don't want to cross this. We don't want to cross freeways. We don't want to cross major streets. We want to stay in the same neighborhood. So now that we're in the same neighborhood, we want to look for homes that are similar. Our house that we're looking at is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, around 1,600 square feet and was built in, I think, 1960. Let's look for homes that are similar to that. You want to have the exact same bathrooms. Bedrooms can be a little bit different, very similar square footage within 150, 200 square feet, and a very similar lot size. And also try to shoot for a similar year built. So let's look for homes that are like that. If you want to make your life easier, you can go to property filters and filter out the information to just find a property similar. Okay, and here, right next door, there's a similar property. Perfect. It's a 3-2, right? It's the exact same property pretty much. Now, the issue is that this is only going to be an estimate of the value. Oh, wait, you can't see it because I'm in the way. Hey, so this is only going to be an estimate of the value because we don't have a value to go off of because a property didn't sold. And that's the key. We want to look for sold properties. So if we can get the sale price, we can get the sold price, then we can comp the property. Makes sense, right? So that's what you're going to want to do. You want to look for properties that sold, figure out what their sale price is, and if it's a similar property, done. There you go. That's how you comp. Now, if you're in Texas, this may be a little bit harder because we're a non-disclosure state, meaning we don't give the information to just anybody about what a property sold for. They gatekeep that information and only give it to realtors. So someone like me, I have access to that information. You, unfortunately, you don't if you're not a realtor. Other states, all of you have access to that information. Texas is a little bit different, but you can still get close, even if you're Texas, to the estimate of what a property's worth. PropWire and these other things like PropStream and Privy, they do a pretty good job estimating the price. In my opinion, they're usually a little bit high. They're probably 5 to 10% high, but they do a pretty good job. But let's look for a sold property very similar. I'm going to filter by sold right here. And yeah, all these properties sold. Let's look for one that's similar that's sold. Okay, here's one that's similar that's sold. There you go. So what you would want to do is figure out the sale price and then just compare it to your property if it's a similar property. And that's how you get a existing comp. That's how you get the current value. And by the way, I know, let's say you are in Texas or in one of those states where you don't get sale price. What I recommend you do, you can do something a little bit different. You can also go to properties that are on market, see what they're trying to sell for, but even better, see what properties are pending for, see what they have an offer at. Okay, now we're in MLS pending. So let's see if we can find a property that's similar that has a pending offer. Okay, this property looks very similar to the one that we bought. It's just a little bit smaller, but it's in about the same condition, it looks like. And it has a pending offer at around 205,000. That's why you can see that the estimated value says 260. It's off. You don't really want to go off of these estimates. You want to go off of what's sold or at least what it's pending at. Sold is best, second best is pending. But guys, and the point of this video was to figure out how we comp for fix and flips. So it's a little bit different. What we want to do is figure out the after repair value, what the property will be worth once we fix it up, and then we're going to offer a percentage of that. So let me quickly show you this. This is cool. We want to look for properties that are already fixed up. So this one's been fixed up. It's not too far away. And it says that it's pending at around 220 for an offer, okay? And then you can see it's fixed up. It's nice. So does that mean that the property that we bought or we sold for 193 is worth 220 once it's fixed up? No, this is not a perfect comp. This is one bathroom and this is smaller. So the property that we fixed up is actually worth a lot more. We need to find a better comp. And by the way, that house wasn't brick. We need to find a similar house. There you go. This one's perfect. So this house is a great example. It's pending at around 325,000. We could call the realtors and get the exact price that it's pending at, or around the exact price if you can talk to realtors about that. And this is a perfect home that's fixed up and it's just like ours. It's actually a little bit smaller. It's 200 square feet smaller. And look at this thing. It's beautiful. This is a great comp. Now, in your area, you go off of sold, but if you're in Texas, you can just go off of pending. Now, this one has a pool, so and it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So this one's pending around 325. So we can say that the ARV of our house is around probably like 310, 320, something like that. Ours is a little bit smaller, but this one has a nice pool. So, you know, give and take. So there you go. That's how we would find the after repair value. You want to look for homes that are like yours, but that have already been fixed up and see what they're selling for. Again, if I was trying to do this accurately, I would use MLS and do my realtor software, but I'm trying to show you how any of you can do this. I get people that call me and they're like, I can't find the exact value. I can't find the exact value. I'm not a realtor. Well, yes, you can do it. Just use PropWire and you can get really close. And if you have sold data, even better. So now back to the original question, just to wrap up this video. Now that you guys know how to comp, what should you pay for a house? Now I'm gonna make a lot more videos on that, but we're gonna use the 70% rule. And that's pretty much what we did in our situation. We may have actually done closer to 75%, just depending. What that means is we wanna find the after repair value of a home. We determined it's what, 310,000, maybe 320,000, close to that. Let's just say 310,000. We have a house, all right? Now maybe it's listed on MLS for 250,000. I don't care what it's listed at. I don't care what the seller wants. I don't care. The seller, you know what? The seller wants $220,000 cash, right? This is the seller. They want that. I don't care, guys. If it's a fix and flip, if it's in a good area where people are fixing up homes and then reselling them, what we care about is the after repair value. And we determined on this property that the after repair value is $310,000. Now, just looking at that home, I can probably say that repairs were about 40,000. So if I said repairs, I think they're 40,000. How do you estimate repairs? Well, I'll make a lot more videos on that. You'll get really good at that. Join my Discord and I'll teach you. But let's just say repairs were 40,000 to get it to that beautiful gray house that everyone wants. Well, what we're going to do is do the 70% rule. So we're going to offer 70% of 310,000. I can't write right now. Then you're going to minus the repairs. So this is how you get your cash offer. So 70% of 310,000, let's see if I can do that in my head. That is 217,000, okay? So is that what we should offer? No, we should also subtract repairs. So we want to offer 217,000 minus repairs, which we said were 40,000. So now our offer should be $177,000. That's what we should offer on this property. Cash. That's what we probably should have offered, but in this situation, we weren't able to get it at that. So we ended up, like I said in this video, getting it at 190, and we ended up reselling it for 193. We made only $3,000. But if we would have got it at the price that we should have got it, which was here, we would have made a lot more money. We would have made $16,000, and $16,000 is a good wholesale deal. I'll take $16,000 all day long. So you can see how powerful the 70% rule is and how powerful comping is. If we would have followed the proper formula, which we did, we know what we're doing, we just weren't able to get it. So we ended up taking what we can get. Sometimes you just have to just settle with making $3,000. Hey, there's worse things in the world, right? But if we would have just gone off to the formula and the seller would have accepted the formula, we would have made a perfect wholesale deal. And that's how beautiful comping is. So let me just sum this up. Guys, if you want to comp, head over to PropWire, look for properties similar to that property. That will tell you what the current value of that property is. You look for homes that are similar, you see what they sold for. If you don't have access to sale data, that is not an excuse. Look at pending properties. That will tell you what the current value of your property is. But if you want to go off of fix and flips, you want to wholesale cash deals, you want to go off of what the after repair value is, the potential, and then offer 70% of that minus repairs, and that will tell you what your cash offer is. I hope this video was helpful. I know it's a lot of information. This is what I teach on my channel, so subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Damn, that video was tough to record. I'm tired. All right, see you guys. Love you all. Bye.